Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to do an X stitch. Okay, this is a highly decorative stitch, and for this stitch you will need multiple of 3 stitches plus 1. To do this stitch you will have to have the knowledge of how to do the chain stitch and the treble crochet stitch. Okay, so we did 4, chained 4 and turned. We'll be working with sets of 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. First we're going to do a treble crochet stitch into the 3rd stitch. Okay, now we are going to do chain 1. Now we're going to do 2 yarn overs and go from the front to grab those loops of the 1st stitch like this. And complete our treble crochet stitch. There's 2 ways of doing this X stitch. Okay, let's see here. Okay, the stitches lay on top of each other. You have chain 1 in between, so it gives it a nice X shape. The stitches are a little bit more apart. Okay, so let's do one more. We will do a treble crochet stitch 1, 2, 3 into the 3rd stitch. Okay, now we will do chain 1 and do 2 yarn overs and go from the front to grab those 2 loops of the 1st stitch to grab our yarn over, do a yarn over, and complete our treble crochet stitch. Okay, this way we're doing the crossing over to the left. We can do this to the right as well, and to do that I'll show you how. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the stitch we're going to go into. We're going to do our treble crochet stitch into the 3rd stitch. Okay, alright, now do a chain 1, do 2 yarn overs and go in the back to this 1st stitch. Now what we're doing, we're just changing the direction where the crossing stitch would go. And this is what we did. The 2nd stitch now is on top of the 1st one. We went the opposite direction of these stitches right here. Okay, alright, let's do one more this way. 2 yarn overs, 1, 2, 3, to the 3rd one. You can choose, you can try it both ways and see which direction you like your stitch to go. Okay, it's just the same idea, using 3 stitches, chain 1 in between. There's 1 stitch that's undone at the bottom, which makes it a nice X. Okay, so let's go from the back to this 1st stitch right here, grab our yarn, and do the treble crochet stitch. Okay. So you have your X's and some space between them. This looks good with treble crochet. With double crochet, you don't have as much height and you won't see the X shape as good as you see with this one. Okay, so let me just finish. 1, 2, 3. Do the third one. And you try both ways and see what direction you like better. I'm doing it from the front this time again. Oh, hold on, I did only one. 2 yarn overs. I'm going from the front. Okay, I'm finishing my treble crochet stitch. Okay. So here are my X's to the left side, to the right side. You choose which way it looks better for you or which way you like it better to crochet. And the last stitch, do a regular treble crochet stitch or a double crochet stitch for a neater look. Okay. Alright, so here's how to do an X stitch. Looks better with thinner yarn. I'm using thick yarn for the sample, but it looks much better with crochet yarn. Happy crocheting!